You know, March Madness really kicks into high gear a little over an hour from now. Brackets have been filled out and many people have taken a vacation or a sick day today to root for their favorite team and to find out which team is this year's Cinderella. Well, why do we cheer so hard for that underdog? Well, Dr. Natalie Pickering with yourhighestplace.com is here to shed some light on why we love to see the underdog win. I think this time more than ever, maybe during bowl season a little bit, but this time of year, we love to see those small teams from those small schools take on the big guys and come out on top.
We do. Everybody loves an underdog. I'm sure even if, people aren't sports fans.
Right.
In politics and business, we love cheering for the person who's not going to win.
Right.
And there's, psychology has a few theories about this. I think the first one, we can relate to the underdog.
Okay.
Right? Look no further than our own stories and the time when I made the team, or I passed the class, or I got the promotion. So there's this emotional connection that we have with the underdog. There's also this really cool term that I love. It's collective effervescence.
Oh, right.
Isn't that fun?
That is a good one.
I know.
Explain that one to me.
I will.
Okay.
So we're social people, and we want to belong. So there's this sense of something bigger than us. Then there's a less favorable reason that we cheer for the underdog. There's this German term, Schadenfreude, which when you translate it means harm, joy. This is the reason we hate on the Yankees. I'm about to tell you. It's because we find pleasure when the big status winning when they lose, right?
Okay.
If we've ever texted our friend when their team lost, we understand Schadenfreude.
I think I have that with the Dallas Cowboys.
Okay, that's
when the Cowboys lose, I have that feeling. I have that feeling of joy.
Exactly.
Oh man. So for my wife, it's watching the Duke Blue Devils lose. She that's her big deal.
Yep.
But I can see that. I mean, I see that in everyday life too.
Yes.
It's not just basketball and sports. It's you see that when a big corporation loses a lawsuit, I think a lot of people take joy.
Exactly, and I think it's this combination of status. There's kind of this proxy elevation of our own status and justice. We want things to be fair. We want everybody to have an equal chance.
Right. Do you think sometimes a lot of people are very successful in their fields and they pull themselves up by their bootstraps? They may not have had everything given to them, and they worked really hard. Do you think that it carries over to the sports world too?
Absolutely.
Seeing those teams that may not have all the great facilities and the big name and everything, pulling themselves up and making something out of it.
Exactly. Look at Rocky, right?
Yes.
And Sylvester Stallone, and even doing the film on such a low budget. We want to believe, and we want to know that we can have faith in ourselves. And if we were persistent and determined, maybe we too could win the whole thing.
And I think that's why so many brackets get busted.
Yep.
Because we want those upsets.
Exactly.
We need those upsets.
That's a whole strategy.
Yes.
There's a whole betting strategy on who are the underdogs, right? Even, politicians will talk about being the underdog candidate because they know there's this emotional appeal to voters.
So when you're making that bracket, but you got a little time left, remember what Dr. Natalie said. All right. Thanks so much. Great subject.
Absolutely.
A great topic. Yourhighestplace.com for more information. She has some great stuff on there. We'll be back with more Daytime coming up in just a few moments.